everybody, it's Lori, and we're going to talk about keywords today and their importance and the most used by shoppers in 2023. And we're going to go further in depth than what we normally do. So, the first important keyword is actually your name brand. So, you'll see pictures here of Levi, Gucci, and Nike, right? So, big brands, people search for those brands. So your brand is your number one keyword. The second is the color of the item. Think about this. Somebody wants a red dress for Valentine's Day, or some black goth shoes, or perhaps a yellow sunny umbrella. So make sure you're adding your colors. Now we're going to talk about using the words women's, children's, or men's. A lot of people's like, well, it's obvious to me that this is a woman's blouse. Yes, but SEO, Google wants to know if it's men's or women's. So here are some of the common words used to search. Casual, fashion, women's, use what year it is if it's vintage, the size, things like plus size. There's a lot of words. Be sure to research and get your own ideas. The Google's top search words for fashion are these items. This comes straight from Google. So screenshot this or do whatever you want to do to be able to save this. But things like black dress, business casual, going out tops, that's a long tail word. We'll talk about that in just a bit. While short tail word would be like vintage or plus size. And these are things that people are looking for on Google that could be using it on all of our platforms. So be sure to use these keywords within your description, and it's going to really help people find your items. So let's talk about a style aesthetic type of keywords. You'll notice the young lady, she's like a Barbie core, right? That's a big one right now. So I'm going to go over a few style aesthetics. Again, screenshot so that you can save these if you would like to. But some examples would be grunge, baddie, which would be like Beyonce, right? Then we have the pink, which is Barbie core. Dark academia is a good one for fall. Retro 80s, I keep seeing over and over. Is the 80s really getting ready to come back? We'll see. So one of the biggest ones is cottage core. And hippie actually is rising above bohemian. So I think that bohemian is going out of mainstream. This is my opinion. I sell it. And it's more going back to that core group of hippies dressing, like people that like to dress like a hippie. So therefore, I'm seeing hippie being used more than bohemian. So some of the other things that we're going to talk about is going to be how to incorporate these into your listing so that it works well and reads well. First thing we do is we never keyword spam. You try to work your keywords into natural sentences if you can, and never include keywords that are not relevant to your listing. So, what do I mean by this? Keyword spamming would be saying like Gucci when it's not Gucci. Or you're going to say looks great with a pair of jeans, but there's no pair of jeans that's for sale. Or even worse, when someone just lists every brand, every aesthetic, everything, and they put it at the bottom of their listing. Platforms are cracking down on this because people like that are clogging the feeds. So people are searching for a specific item and it's not there. So now let's talk about long tail keywords. Using this term is how you think people would search for things. And we're going to give a few examples, but it's endless. So long tail keywords are less competitive. So more people will find your item because less people use long tail. So like a wedding guest dress, bell sleeve blouse, black dress with rhinestones. Think about ways people could look for a specific item. How would you say it out loud? Use that within your description. Keywords is very important to people finding you and you making the sales. All right, so thank you. Please subscribe and we'll see you shortly. Bye bye.